Our CBS News cameras in northern Gaza caught something rare.
Hundreds of Palestinian protesters calling not only for an end to the war with Israel, but an end to Hamas rule in Gaza as well.
Throughout the war, Hamas has used Palestinian civilians as human shields.
Now, Debora Patta tells us there are accusations that some in the Israeli army have done it as well.
The war is back in Gaza as Israel launches waves of deadly strikes on Hamas. We spoke to an Israeli soldier who has questioned the military's tactics. We called him Tommy and voiced over his words to protect his identity. He fought in Gaza.
We've burned down buildings for no reasons, which is violating the international law, of course, and we used human shields as protection.
He told us his commander ordered his unit to use civilians instead of dogs to search buildings for explosives.
They were Palestinian. We sent them in first to see if the building was clear and check for booby traps. They were trembling and shaking.
Did you say anything to anybody?
We talked to our commander and we asked him to stop doing it.
Instead, they were ordered to continue. He told us it was policy.
It's even got a name, the Mosquito Protocol. According to Breaking the Silence, a group of Israeli veterans who expose military abuses. They told us several IDF whistleblowers have confirmed the protocol was widely used in Gaza.
Breaking the Silence has acted as a watchdog body over the military for more than 20 years. It corroborated Tommy's account with other soldiers. In an email, the Israeli military told us it prohibits the use of human shields, but cannot investigate Tommy's claim without more detailed information. Instead, Israel accuses Hamas of being the ones using human shields. And there is evidence of fighters embedded in civilian areas, tunneling underneath hospitals and firing rockets from there. The IDF would also not confirm if they were investigating any other abuses using the Mosquito Protocol. But we discovered Israeli forces are using the same Gaza playbook in the West Bank, where for over 2 months they have been blowing up homes and displaced more than 40,000 people. That's where we found 14-year-old Omri Salem, a studious kid who dreams of being an engineer. His family has been here for generations. He told us how, together with his 9-year-old cousin, the IDF ordered them to search a 4-story apartment block. He didn't want to do it. I was so scared, he said. Then they started beating us. Omri remains deeply scarred by the soldiers he says forced him at gunpoint to be their human shield. In Gaza, Tommy was the one holding the gun, but he says he is also traumatized.
What does this do to your soul?
I'm morally wounded. It's f***ed up, you know, to use citizens as your human shield like a dog.
And Debora Patta joins us now. Deb, why do they call it the Mosquito Protocol?
Well, John, the IDF wouldn't even officially acknowledge the existence of the Mosquito Protocol when we asked them. They declined an interview but agreed to answer written questions. In the case of 14-year-old Omri Salem, they confirmed troops were operating in the area on the day in question, but said they knew nothing about his claim that he was used as a human shield.
Deb, just a few seconds here. How do we know Tommy is legit?
Well, we've seen copies of Tommy's military ID, his army service record, and photos of him in Gaza. He joined the IDF because he believed it was his duty, but then became very disillusioned.